Hi, this is Trepacer, and welcome to Trepacer's Saturday Review. I think this is episode 8, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me directly. I have to double check that. And this is also Horoscope 101 channel. Still doing videos for that channel. And Saturday's my day on that channel. So, actually, you know what? Let me just double check something, folks, while I have you on the line before I get to my review of my horror movie that I watched today. And again, I have to give special thanks to a fellow YouTuber, but let me first just double check something while I'm doing this sort of on the fly. Okay, yeah, this is episode 8. Excuse me, episode 8. Anyway, I want to say episode 8. Now, the movie that I'll refer to, I especially have to give special thanks to Falagar517, great fellow YouTuber, who I did a package opening because he sent me something because I entered this contest and I joined in time. No, I joined in time, but he got to put my name in the hat, so he decided to send me something. A great series of films, and I told him I'd be reviewing them, and I started today with one movie in particular that I wanted to watch that was part of the set, and this was Elvira's movie Macabre. That's it, I think. Macabre. Anyway, the movie that's in this set is called The Werewolf of Washington. There it is, right there, starring Dean Stockwell. There's the lovely Elvira. Now, this version, of course, comes with the intros from Elvira. You know, she makes her corny jokes and stuff, but since it sits there mostly being sexy and with her corny jokes, and then they show the movie, and then they flash back to clips with her. And I watched the one with the clips with her, of course. Okay, and Elvira was hot as ever. Anyway, I remember seeing this movie on, I think, Channel 9 years ago. That's a local station in New York. And just The Werewolf of Washington, the whole title of it it intrigued me about, because I love werewolf movies, and I'm a big fan. I think my absolute all-time favorite horror movie is the 1941 classic, The Wolfman, starring Lon Chaney Jr. I just absolutely love that movie. Love the cast, love the character, and the whole ending of it is just fantastic. Anyway, so, The Werewolf of Washington, I just remember a particular scene, without spoiling it, in this movie that always stuck with me, okay? And it involves a werewolf attack, and it just always stuck with me because it was just so bizarre, okay? Anyway, this movie stars, again, Dean Stockwell, who I always consider him, not Sam, Al. Al from, damn, what's the movie? What can I think of it? Quantum Leap. Jesus Christ, I can remember the TV show. Quantum Leap. I always think of him as Al, in Quantum Leap, because that's where I've seen him before. Originally, even though Dean Stockwell was an actor way before then, but to me, I watched that show religiously, and he was one of my favorite characters on that show. Him and Scott Bakula's Sam. Okay, Sam and Al. It's a fantastic show. Anyway, this story is about a press secretary that basically he's having an affair with. He kind of gives a voiceover in the beginning of the movie saying how he was having an affair with the president's daughter, and he thought that's not good for a rising reporter. So he actually gives himself transfer from his paper to Hungary, okay, where of course he goes over there and he does such great work that the president basically offers him a job as a press secretary for the president, which of course he immediately wants to take. So he comes back, well, he's on his way back, when basically he's with his girlfriend, Hungarian girlfriend, when he's basically attacked by a werewolf. And of course, he kills the werewolf, and of course, but the whole rule that you're bitten by a werewolf and live, you become a werewolf yourself. Basically, that's what happens to him. Okay, now you can tell this movie is made on a low budget, really low budget. I mean, even though it's made in 1973, even this is definitely a B movie. And Dean Stockwell, he does this great nervous bit as a kind of a nervous, shy guy, and of course, once he gets transferred back to Washington, and then of course he starts transforming when the moon is full, and of course killing people around town. And this movie has a wacky sense, a really, really wacky sense of humor. The president, the actor who plays the president, is absolutely hysterical. Okay, in this movie, him, and there's another guy that plays uh, Clifton James, who plays the Attorney General, who's just absolutely freaking nuts. Okay, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch that movie. He's this over the top, crazy Attorney General, and what I also love about this movie, it's supposed to be like in the White House. If you see one shot, I think somebody filmed the Capitol building, and then you see a shot of Dean Stockwell like walking in front of it. Like if you don't actually see him, and then you see another shot where he's supposed to be in the White House, where it looks like basically somebody's house, and they have this awful wood paneling all throughout the house, and this is supposed to be the White House. It looks totally cheesy and just horrible acting in it. Like I said, Dean Stockwell plays it straight for the most part. He plays this kind of a bumbling kind of character, even though, he's supposed to be this super confident guy, and he had an affair with the president's daughter, and of course when he comes back, even though she's supposed to be engaged to marry somebody else, she's still basically pursuing to the point where even when he's telling her to stay away because he kind of figures out that he's a werewolf, and there's a scene when she actually chases him in the White House where they have a bunch of red carpet, and he basically runs into a closet and locks it, and she basically hunts him down. It's just like so wacky to watch. Just the bad direction and the bad editing in this, and the over the top performance, especially by the actor who plays the Attorney General. He's Clifton James. He's just so over the top. This is just freaking hilarious. And the guy who plays the president, I'm gonna give this guy full credit because he is absolutely hilarious. Is Biff McGuire plays the president, who, despite this guy Dean Stockwell's character of Jack Whittier, who has all these kind of quirks and stuff, and he's basically trying to hide the fact that he's a werewolf and stuff, but the president has full confidence in him. He's still making him go to things, and even though he's acting totally strange and very weird, the president still has full confidence in him, and it's hilarious. Basically, in this movie, like I said, he starts killing people all around Washington, of course, so the people start noticing this, and they even set up a thing to try to catch him, and he basically admits that he admits that he's a werewolf, basically, and these people, and there's a sequence which I have to describe, that he's tied up on the plane, and actually no, they tie him up, and they chain him up, and then they leave him alone, and then the ex-president's daughter, who's so lusting for this guy, even though she's engaged to somebody else, she rushes to him, and he's trying to scream at her, "Don't untie me! Don't untie me!" They got him chained up, and he's basically screaming at her, "Don't untie me! Don't untie me!" And of course, she's totally clueless. And then there's that sequence on the plane, which is absolutely hilarious, where he's on Air Force One, and he basically changes into a werewolf, and basically starts attacking the president, and nobody. I mean, I think they kind of give a half-hearted effort to try to pull him off the president, while he's basically clawing at the president, which is absolutely hilarious. Okay, and oh my God, you have to. And the ending is just absolute. The ending. When I say the ending, I mean when the credits roll. Don't shut it off when the credits start coming up. Watch it and pay strict attention to what's going on, because you'll just hear it rather than see it. What's going on when the credits roll. It's absolutely hilarious, and I always remember that sequence as well as the sequence with a phone booth. But that sequence at the end where the credits are going up and then you hear a certain person speak, it's freaking hilarious. This movie is so cheesy. It's super cheesy, okay? And sure, if maybe they had a bigger budget, they could have made things look a little bit more professional. But it is what it is, okay? It doesn't pretend to be anything great, and you can tell that the director and the writer was obviously a fan of the 1941 Wolfman, and he basically tried to follow that story, in the beginning of the movie, and then the rest of the movie is a freaking mess. but an hilarious mess in a definitely B movie way. Okay, I would give The Werewolf of Washington, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Okay, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Just mostly, and also the werewolf or the werewolf makeup makes him look sort of menacing, except he looks sort of like the Shaggy DA because you know you remember when the Shaggy DA would change into the dog and then he'd be like half dog, and that's just where it kind of looked like because you see him with the with the with the it looks like a sort of a, what can I say, not a Saint Bernard. He looks like a sort of like a terrier, not a terrier. I think sort of like a terrier because you see his cute little feet, and you know he has the the werewolf makeup on, which is sort of fierce, but not really. Okay, and it's just absolutely hilarious. Again, a 5 out of 10. See it for the pure cheese, okay? Just watch it for the pure cheese, because that's all it is. The bad acting, over the top acting, and the bad dialogue and stuff, but has a quirky kind of charm to it. Okay, Werewolf of Washington. Okay, give it a watch if you get a chance. You'll definitely be laughing at spots. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of Werewolf of Washington. Again, thank you, FatherGar517, Sammy, for sending me this as part of the other sets of movies that I got from you. Okay, and I'll leave a link to your channel, Sammy, down in the description box below. And for the Horoscope 101 channel, and for Trepacer's Saturday Horror Reviews, Episode 8, Werewolf of Washington. This is Trepacer saying so long and take care. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button below. And this is Trepacer again saying so long and take care.